What's up, guys? Welcome back to Miranda Detailing, and welcome back to another weekend wash. So guys, we're working on our own vehicle today, the Avalon. I believe I washed this thing last week, but it was just a quick wash, and it was just to test out some products, throw some stuff on there, and also kind of clean up the paint, because sitting under some of the trees out here and some of the rainfall that we've been having, it gets kind of gross. I know, it hasn't been in the garage because I've had a lot of customers in the garage this past week. So it's been sitting outside. So let's give it a bath and let's use some new products. Guys, if you're enjoying videos like this, and I hope you are, consider subscribing and clicking that bell. That way you get notifications and you don't miss stuff. So let's see what new products we have. Well, if you're following us on Instagram, you would have seen that we got the new Enzo products. Now the Enzo line is from Modesta. So they're putting out some of these chemicals for the consumer to use, and let's try them out. We have a couple of different ones here that we're going to look at. We have the Revolve, which is a tire cleaner. We have Izern, I guess, which is a wheel cleaner. Then we have the Orbit, which is a tire dressing. Core, which is an interior detailer. We have Gleam, which is a quick detailer for the exterior. And then we have their Polaris snow foam. Now there are a couple of other products that I couldn't get my hands on because they sold out at Car Supply's warehouse, but that's okay. We'll get them in later. Let's play with these first. So what we're gonna do is first, of course, wash the vehicle. I mixed in here already, pre-mixed, a couple of ounces of the Polaris snow foam with some water. Now when it comes to the dilution ratio, it says more like 10 to 1, because it says 1 milliliter to 10 milliliters of water. It's kind of a weird ratio. I don't know why they say 1 milliliter to 10 milliliters. I guess that means 10 to 1. I don't know. Maybe someone can explain that to me, but the dilution ratios are a little funky on here, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. I basically put about, I don't know, 2 to 3 ounces in about 16 ounces of water. So we'll see what type of foam that produces. If it's not enough, I'll put a little bit more in. I'm not that worried about dilution ratios with shampoos, so it's not a big deal. If you're concerned about it, you can do the math and figure it out. But again, I basically mix it to make sure that I have a nice thick layer of foam, and we'll use that to wash. So we'll talk about these products here, the snow foam, and then we'll get into using some of these, especially the tire and wheel cleaner. So guys, I'm going to use the gas pressure washer in my trailer, only because I noticed that the pressure and the volume that comes out of the electric pressure washers doesn't really give you a true idea of what the foam cannon is able to do. I'm going to use the gas pressure washer because it usually foams up better using this unit. It's not that big of a deal. I just want to make sure that that is actually producing a lot of foam. Even if it doesn't produce a lot of foam with electric pressure washer, it's not that big of a deal. As long as it gets on there and it's thick enough and soapy enough and has enough lubricity. But the snow foam, the Polaris snow foam, is designed as a traditional snow foam. Now I'm going to use it to wash the vehicle also, but technically you use it to spray in the vehicle, foam it down, it dissolves dirt and grime. It's not supposed to strip wax, but it is strong enough to be able to dissolve grime and road film and things like that. So if you want to use it in that traditional way, go right ahead. I usually don't do that because to me, I feel that just snow foaming and rinsing kind of waste product. I prefer to do the full rinsing and APC rinsing for my full details. That is going to get the majority of the traffic film and grime and dirt softened on the paint, and then I will foam the vehicle down and begin the contact wash. That's just my method. You can do whatever you choose to do, but remember the steps before I get to the snow foaming are very important, because that is what's removing the majority of the grit and grime from the paint. That way when I do foam it and go to contact washing, it is not grinding stuff into the paint. Contrary to what people say or think, they're not understanding the whole process, obviously. So of course, I'm going through methodically before I even touch the paint with a foamy mitt. So let's get to using the snow foam, let's rinse it down, and then you'll see how well this stuff foams. All right, guys, so here What we have on the back here on the trunk is the Meguiar's synthetic Pro-Line SiO2 sealant. So I applied that, man, maybe 3 months ago. It's still performing exceptionally well. And then we have some other products here, which, well, I can't tell you because I'm testing them, but they're graphene based, and that's pretty impressive. Nice. You remember the Avalon King coating? That was applied a couple of weeks ago. Look at that. That is nice. And then on the hood, we still have the Hybrid Solutions spray coating on the passenger side and the black spray wax on the driver side. So it's not crazy beating, but it does sheet. Yeah, so it's still hanging on. That was just one layer of the spray coating. And I believe what we had up here was the Extreme Solutions Magnum Wax. So that's still holding strong. Nice. And on this side, we had the Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax. So that also is holding up strong. Nice. All right, let's snow foam it. All right, that's nice. It's nice and thick. Ooh, it smells nice too. All right, guys, so we foamed down the whole vehicle. Oh, this stuff really does smell nice. It's like a fruity cherry smell to it. So it does produce some really nice thick foam, and I didn't really go too crazy really layering it on, but you could definitely tell. Look how much. Yeah, that's nice. It doesn't have a super high lubricity, so that's maybe because it's a snow foam type of chemical. It's not supposed to be necessarily a washing type of foam, but that's okay. We'll still wash with it. It's still going to have enough lubricity. It's just not super slick like other soaps that we've used, but it does cling really well. Even on the coating that we have up here, you can see it's starting to resist it a little bit, but it's still clinging onto it really well. So this will break down grime and junk on the paint. So it is a very thick, clinging soap. It's really got some nice staying power. So on the door here, I'm testing out some products. I'm actually using the Torque detail spray here. So I put 2 layers of the Torque shine spray and then the 1 layer of their waterless detailer on top, kind of like a topper. So that's actually doing really well. That's resisting the soap extremely well. So I applied that the beginning of last week, and it's really, really slick stuff. Let's get to rinsing and see how it all rinses off and look at the condition of the paint. So that does a great job of cleaning the paint, even all the way to the bottom. It feels nice and smooth. Of course, we're going to contact wash it, so don't worry. But the staying power of the sealants, the coatings, the waxes that I have on here, it did a great job. It didn't strip anything. And it rinsed away very easy, very clean. So that's great. Let's foam it up and contact wash it. These are the new little fancy products I got, this foam. It's really nice, doesn't it smell good? I like it. So the soap feels nice and slick. It does. Underneath the mitt, it just glides along, and I can tell that the wax underneath it is still preserved. It's actually starting to resist it a little bit. So that's a good sign. But it obviously has some good cleaning power as well. Even the bottom panels are not super disgusting, which is nice. So the wheel and the tire are not that bad. So it's not going to be a crazy demonstration of before and afters for cleaning wheels and tires because these are kept pretty clean. But let's see if the wheel cleaner, the Aensō wheel cleaner, this is a fallout and iron particle removal product. So let's see how it works. Beautiful. If I turn that on. So it does have that traditional sulfury smell to it, meaning it is an iron remover. And it will be safe for paint. These are usually safe for paint anyway. They're just iron removers. They are pH neutral until they react with iron. The reaction process will be an acidic process. But again, it's not that big of a deal. That's what those iron removers are designed to do, is to create that reaction with iron particles. And we do have some iron particles on here. So there you can see it starting to turn purple. It is a clear liquid, so when you see it turning purple, that's the clear sign of the iron particles being dissolved. So you can let it dissolve and sit on there, and then you can rinse it off, or you can use it as your wheel cleaner. You can spray it in your wheel wells, in your wheel barrels. And then let's use the Resolve tire cleaner. So this is going to be a strong rubber plastic cleaner. So let's use that for the tires and see if it pulls off anything from the tires. Wow, that's really having a great reaction to the metal particles in there and dissolving everything. Nice. And the smell isn't as strong. Now it looks like it's bleeding there, but it's not. It's a reflection of the red bucket here. It was a little deceiving at first when I saw that, but nope, it's just the reflection. So it's really starting to dissolve inside the barrel and between the spokes. So good. That means it's doing its job and cleaning up those iron particles. So let's go further. I also foamed up the bucket here with the soap. That helps with lubrication and cleaning, And look, once you have that foam on a brush like this, it helps with kickback. I'm not getting any kickback because of the thick foam that's on here, which is great. That is beautiful. Doesn't that sound and look beautiful? Yeah, that's nice. That's cleaning really, really well. Let's get our other lug nut brushes. Get into the lug nuts. Get into all of the spokes and the face of the wheels. You can choose whatever brush you want. I'm just doing this because it looks nice. And you can really see the cleaning action of the wheel cleaner. So it's doing a great job. All right, let's get to the tires. Ooh, you can definitely see how it started to dissolve gunk on the tires. Nice. That's doing a great job. That stuff is strong. So it's not a dilutable product. So basically you get 16 ounces. But look, that is strong stuff. Another thing that I noted about this wheel cleaner is it like turns into a gel when sprayed onto the wheel. Look how thick it is. That is interesting. It is like it's almost like a sticky gel. It really has some great staying power. Yeah, it's kind of like a jelly consistency when sprayed onto the tire, so it really sticks and cleans and starts to dissolve and emulsify junk. Look at that. That's a strong chemical. And I really like how it clings. So guys, the wheel cleaner and the tire cleaner, very, very nice products. They worked exceptionally well at cleaning. The tire and the wheel look really nice. It stripped the tire of any gunk that was on here. Man, it did a really good job. And now the wheels are cleaned and they're also deconned. So it did a great job. So now the paint is rinsed, looking really, really nice. I have all sorts of different layers of protection on here, but let's get to using the quick detailer and use that basically as a maintenance topper. Why is that, Dad?
Somebody told me what it smelled like.
'Cause somebody told you. Huh? Nice. All right, so here is the Gleam quick detailer. Like what?
They said it smells green. And I
It
believe
smells like green. Oh, wait. I smelled something too. I just got a whiff of something. Oh, never mind, it's this. This is very sweet smelling. All right, guys, Enzo Gleam. This is their quick detailer, basically like a spray wax, and I'm going to use it as a drying aid. I'm going to see how well it works as a drying aid. Interesting. So it says on here that this protection will last about 8 weeks. So that's pretty impressive. Even for just a quick detailer, that's impressive. So that's a great maintenance product. So as a drying aid, I know it's not really meant to be used as a drying aid. I just wanted to see what it would do. It does okay, but it's not really meant for it. So I'm going to dry the paint and then apply it dry. Hey, Kenny, this is Phil Miranda with Miranda Detailing. How you doing? Nah, I'm doing good, man. Sorry, I was a little delayed. I was actually just doing a little weekend wash video here. Yeah. Oh, cool. Awesome. Awesome. Well, that's good, man. It's good to hear. Yeah, so you're interested in the detailing workshop course. Awesome. And where are you? Are you in the Hampton area? Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, very nice. All right, guys, so we have our Cub Cadet here. It needs a little bath. We just cleaned out the blades under there, so it does need the exterior cleaned. So let's wash it, foam it down, and get it all cleaned. Okay, so I dried the whole vehicle. Now it's ready for quick detailer, spray wax, whatever you want to call it. If it lasts 8 weeks, that's pretty impressive. Next time you wash your vehicle, it's going to bead water, you dry it, and then you use this. Smells really nice too. So, mist it. Let's see how it does as far as any type of streaking or smearing. All right, seems to do a good job. Nice and slick. Good. As long as it does its job, then I'm happy with that. Interesting. I'm noticing just a little bit of streaking, but then it evens out. Okay, so I did notice a little bit of streaking at first, but then the more you work the product, it evens out. All right, yeah, that's much better. It was streaking at first, but could have just been over application. All right, much better. Nice and slick, feels good. So we'll keep an eye on the hood. I'm not going to do the rest of it because I have many other different products on here already, but I do have some products on here, but I'm going to use it on top of it. See what happens. So don't worry about having to strip all the products. It's meant to be a maintenance product. So I'm going to put it on top of the Hybrid Solutions spray coating I have here and the Hybrid Ceramic Acrylic Black spray wax I have on that side. So I just covered the whole hood. It's not a big deal to layer products like that. So we'll see how well it does. So the tires are nice and clean. Yeah, there's nothing left on there at all. Any of the dressing that was on there is gone. That cleaner is very, very strong. It works extremely well. Now, true, you could use any other type of degreaser, Super Clean, Extra Tough, Meguiar's Super Degreaser, whatever you want. I'm just testing these products out to see how they work, and they work really, really well. So let's use the tire dressing now. This is their Orbit tire dressing. So this should give more of a natural satin finish. So you can spray it onto the tire, but I don't like to do that. I like to control it a little bit. So I'm going to spray it onto a little foam block here that I have, a foam applicator, and then we'll apply it to the tire. So I'm going to shake it up. It's a little bit of a thick, viscous product. Let's see how it applies onto the tire. Oh, that seems to be really nice. It applies very, very well. Seems that the tire likes it. It just absorbs it. That's nice. Ooh, that feels really good. Very interesting. It's like a cross between a solvent-based and water-based dressing. That's what it feels like. That's how it applies. That's nice. You can get into that little crevice in there. And you can even push it into the lettering like this to make sure it gets into all of these little grooves. All right, look at that, guys. Once that dries down, we'll see how it looks, but initial application, that's nice. Looks very nice and fresh and clean. Not super high gloss. So let's also apply it to the Cub Cadet mower tire. Ideally, you want this completely dry, but it's still a little wet. That's okay. So let's apply it. Oops. I know, it's overkill. All right, you have the cleanest mower on the block.
Another tire.
I'm not doing that tire. This is just for demonstration purposes. Only this side. Only this side. See what happens. All right, guys, so we're done with the exterior on our vehicle. Let's use the interior detailer to clean up our dash because it's gross. So guys, the interior of our poor Avalon, ugh, I haven't really done much with it. So yeah, kinda gross. So the interior quick detailer can be used to clean up light dust. It's not meant for full detailing and deep cleaning. It's meant to freshen up. Let's use it on the inside. All right, guys, so let's clean up the dash here. It's dusty, it's linty, and I'm just going to spray directly onto the towel. I like to have a nice wide spray pattern. There we go, like that. Enough to cover the surface of the microfiber, and then just use it to wipe down all the surfaces. And it will lightly clean, it will condition, it leaves some UV protection. Yes, you can use it on these screens. I'm not worried about these screens. A lot of guys go a little too crazy with these screens. They're meant to touch. They are touchscreen. And I know some guys are going to say, no, the manufacturer says you're supposed to do this, blah, 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 blah. Relax, guys. These screens are meant to be touched. Just don't mess them up. Don't use nasty towels, and don't use anything that might scratch it, like your fingernail or a key or a pen. Just use your finger and use soft microfiber towels. You can use glass cleaner. You can use some nice detailers like this that have some polymer protection because it will resist fingerprint smudges. So that's what I do on mine, and it's completely fine. You do what you want to do, but I haven't found any problems with it. Some guys just go a little bit too crazy with that stuff. So same with the dash. I'm going to spritz the towel, and so spritz it onto the towel, and you can wipe down the dash. Oh, this stuff smells good. It smells like bananas. Some like that smell, some don't. I like it. I think it smells nice. Gives it a nice natural finish. Nothing too shiny or anything like that. So that's good. All right, how about center console? I'm going to spray it directly onto it because it's not that big of a deal. And I need to get into some of these little nooks and crannies in here anyway. You can take that little centerpiece out and just wipe down all of the surfaces with it because it is meant as a detailer. So it's going to clean and add some polymer protection. If you want to take a brush to it as well, you can, but that's looking nice. So you can also use this for all of the dash components. The steering wheel, it's not going to add any extra slipperiness or anything like that, at least not that I can feel. Nope, it's fine. All of the buttons here on the door, same thing. You can just wipe down all these surfaces. All right, that's looking great. So now look, I didn't use that much. I had a little mishap. It fell from my seat here onto the ground and dumped more than half the contents onto my pavement. Yeah, that's my fault. For some reason, the cap just popped right off the head. I've had that happen before and I've lost lots of product. It's not due to anything faulty on this. It's just my fault. So I thought I would admit that. So tons of product on the ground. All right, everyone. The vehicle is pulled in, and as we look at the hood, very nice. I know it's a little cloudy. It's because it needs to be polished again. It's been sitting underneath the trees, and it's got some water spots and stuff on it that we have to contend with. But we'll straighten that out later. We'll have some polishing time with our Avalon to test out some products, but the Enzo quick detailer is on here. Very, very nice slick stuff. That worked very well. And the wheels and tires are looking awesome. That stuff is nice. If you don't like that amount of shine, then knock it down. Just take a microfiber towel and wipe off any of the excess. That's what it says to do anyway. You can do that with any water-based dressing to knock down some of that shine according to what you like. But I like this look. It looks great. The wheels look great. Paint is looking nice and glossy. So it's nice and clean, and the interior is also, at least the dash and front area. I still need to do some work and clean up the floors, and yeah, some of those areas I still need to clean up. But the dash is looking nice and clean now. And it has protection on it. Same with all the center console, the radio, the dash, the steering wheel. The door panels here are all nice and clean and protected. So guys, what are my thoughts on the Enzo line products? They're really, really nice products. They are what I call bougie. They're boutique products. They're meant for guys who want to spend money on higher end products for their nicer cars. Are you going to see mobile detailers using these types of products? Probably not, because, well, they may not be cost effective in that type of work, in that line of mobile detailing. But if you have a higher end shop and you're charging a premium price, then yeah, you can use these products. Purchase whatever products that work for you. If you don't have a business and you're doing this on the side and you just like to try different products and have fun enjoying purchasing these types of boutique products, then that's your choice. You go ahead and do whatever you want. For those who say that they're overpriced, you know what? Maybe they are for you. But don't take away the right of someone else to buy products like this because they choose to and because they enjoy it. All the products work extremely well the way that they're supposed to. So you make that judgment call. If you want to purchase the Enzo line of products for your own personal vehicle in your garage because you just enjoy doing that, then you go right ahead. You do what you want to do when it comes to purchasing high-end products. But guys, remember, if you are a mobile detailer or running on a budget, you don't need to go out and buy these products. You don't. Maybe just buy one. Maybe buy the wheel cleaner. Maybe try the interior detailer for your maintenance details. Maybe try the Orbit tire dressing for dressing up your maintenance detail dressing tires. What am I trying to say? Or try the tire dressing for your maintenance details. So you can pick up whatever you want to use for your business. You don't need to pick up the whole line. Pick up one at a time, see what works for you. If it doesn't work for you, move on to another product that works for you or that's cost effective. So am I going to use these in my business? Yeah, sure I am. I mean, I have them. I purchased them from Car Supplies Warehouse. So I'm going to use them, but I'm not going to use them in a mobile setting. I'll probably use maybe the tire dressings, the quick detailer, the shampoo for a little bit, maybe some of the wheel and tire cleaners. I will use them, but they're not going to be used on a daily basis for the disgusting, common, gross detail type job. I'm going to use them more for my maintenance details or for higher end jobs, vehicles that aren't super, super nasty so that you don't have to use an abundance of products. So be smart about products that you purchase. You don't have to go out and buy these products. Buy whichever ones work for you. I'm simply showcasing them, showing you how they work, and you can make up your own mind as to what you want to purchase. Oh my goodness, it's so humid. I'm not even hot. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. I need to cool down because it's just muggy. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, I hope you did. Give it a thumbs up, like it, share it with others who may enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell. That way you get notifications so you don't miss stuff. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great week. Take care.